been really challenging from word go, from at the point when I weaned my young birds to getting the birds out, getting them fit, the amount of oak strikes I were getting around here, which is a little bit why I'm moving the young birds into there next year, because I was losing old birds when I was trying to settle the yearlings into this section here.
This is Mark's young bird shed. How many young birds do you generally house, Mark?
This year, I think there's been 67 this year. An odd number, but I think it was 67 young birds this year that I started with. In here, you've got both natural and darkness young birds. In darkness, I've got 42 pigeons left, 25 are darkness, and the rest are natural young birds. Thanks to the peregrines, that is, by the way.
Yeah.
And so again with young birds, when they're split off, hens go that side, cocks go this side. Cocks go out that side, hens go out that side, come in this side, and move the cocks into that side, and the hens come in and do it that way. So it's just a complete roundabout. And then on Friday, when I do play about with them Friday, I'll put a few bowls into here with the pippos. But it's a really deep loft here. It's I think it's, what is it now? I think it's 12 foot deep with this on. So there's plenty of room here for these.
Flat roof or pent roof loft compared to
well again I've made extensions on it and I've done all sorts. This started off at 6 foot 8 foot by 16 foot, and then I made adaptations each year, but Avery's on back and Avery's on front. I've just changed it round, so this gets absolutely boiling. It's this is south facing, so we get hot days, it gets red hot in here, so my birds are sat in Avery's all day. And so into this side here, again, this is just straightforward where ends will go. When they're in darkness, the shutters that just go into here, just slide it out. Nothing like spectacular, just basic kind of homing really for them. And then just through here, Chris, although I've got these, because I've finished breeding, my stock ends are in here now, but if I ain't got the stockings in here, my young birds can have this side as well. So yeah, this all goes into, this is the back of it, so I've got my big aviary there, and but all these are my stock ends that I've split off now. So they'll stay in here until breeding next year now. So
just starting to open all the time.
Just full fresh air, full just winter. Completely fresh air. It doesn't matter if it's snowing, hail, rain, high winds. Just it is, you know. So yeah, nothing really special, nothing spectacular. I just make it nice and simple as I can for them. But I find with young birds, they have enjoyed this loft. I've been, really successful with it. So, but yeah, to say these, they've had a lot of knocks. I've had 3 really difficult training tosses out of the last 4 these young birds, which I don't usually use a lot of young birds, but in the last 2.5 weeks I've lost 19 young birds. I've had 5 come back injured through peregrine attacks, and like I said, the 19 I've got missing. I'm presuming, they all won't have been killed by the peregrine, but as we know, sometimes when peregrine goes into them, they dive into wherever they can get out of the way. And some of these are not training now because they're bruised up on the chest or they've been cut. I've got one somewhere I had to stitch up. I don't know where she is, but yeah.
We said before, everybody comments how bad it is every year, but this year I think it's just been phenomenally bad.
It's I think it's frightening really, Chris, because I don't know where it's going to go to, because if you like, they're the top of the chain, aren't they, Peregrines, and what's happening is they're just multiplying and multiplying. So this year I've never experienced anything as bad as I have this year, from losses with young birds and old birds. With old birds, I've lost 5 first federation winners. I've lost first section Midlands National winner, first section First Open Northern Classic winner. All good pigeons that trying to replace is always very difficult. And I just solely put it down to peregrines or birds of prey. Why else would I lose so many pigeons in the way that we're doing, you know? So, but I was going back for these young birds. They're on at the minute I've brought them back. I brought them back to 5 Mile just to get the confidence back up again. And then this week they will be out. I'll push them back down that road a little bit this week, just to put them under pressure. But trying to find a place at the minute that's not necessarily territorial by peregrines is difficult, really difficult. I'm not by myself. Everybody's at it a minute.
Yeah. Like you say, where's it going to end?
Yeah, exactly. This could be a kiss of death. This blue hen here, this is a Jan Mees.
That's what I've just picked out.
Yeah, so the father to that pigeon is a pigeon I bought off Alfie Hawthorne. It's out of his Jan Mees, and the father, and it paired on to Blue Marauder, which is one of my main hens. These are just outstanding. I mean, touch wood at the minute. I bred 4. One went through to Phil Bates in Wales, and the other 3 I've still got here now. So I do think these jammies are going to be something special. In fact, I'm going up to Alfie's this Wednesday to pick 2 up down from Delicious and Martin this week. So yeah, I definitely do rate those pigeons. And then the rest are a combination between me coasters, Dave Vandenbolts, Willem de Bruyne pigeons, Alex Docks. So a combination.
Just going to touch on the clubs that you're flying, Mark, and how often, or which is your primary clubs that you're interested in, and etc.
Yeah.
Domestically, as in local club.
Yeah, well, that's Woodlands East Homing Society, and this year I've also joined Donborough as well. The reason for that is at the beginning, our club made a decision to leave Doncaster Federation. And then we had 2 offers. We could have gone with Derbyshire Federation as flying members, or at the time we was able to go with Derbyshire and it used to be Derbyshire and Burton, but now it's Derbyshire and South Yorkshire Federation. So a bit confusing, both are called Derbyshire, but anyway, so I joined Donborough because I wanted to fly in a federation. I didn't want to just fly in club. But then at the last minute, the federation allowed us to become full members. So I think I've flown 3 times, maybe 4, I can't remember, in Donborough this year, and the rest of it I've flown in Woodlands. And then Northern Classic, I fly Northern Classic, and Midlands National. I am a member at National Flying Club, but I haven't got the pigeons for that longer racing yet. So I've not competed this year in that anyway. So, but yeah, they're basically my little cohort of clubs that I fly in.
Success this year, 2025, been difficult. Peregrines, you've lost 5 first fed winners, your classic winner, your Midland National section winner.
Yeah, it's been really challenging from word go, from at the point when I weaned my young birds to getting the birds out, getting them fit, the amount of orc strikes I were getting around here, which is a little bit why I'm moving the young birds into there next year, because I was losing old birds when I was trying to settle my yearlings into this section here. They were stood round on top of sheds and so on, and they were just sitting ducks. So it started quite rough. A lot of sparrowhawk attacks. Once I managed that situation, I found that my birds were fearful. They weren't wanting to fly the way my birds do. So fitness then was a bit of an issue. So I'm having to put the birds in a basket to get them fit rather than flying them to get them fit. So it started at that point really. This year, we've gone into a different federation. With Doncaster Federation, my birds have got a good line. Even though I was significantly into the west of the membership, my birds have got a good line and are holding me own. This year we've gone into this new federation, and we're probably the most easterly club in it. And the first 5 races, I think, this year we had east winds, and my birds struggled just getting a line of flight really in this federation. Had some decent results, individually results this year, but as a team I found that I haven't had a good team performance this year, and that's just not me, it's other members in club who are good flyers. I've not been able to get multiple birds coming in. I've won race, let's say, but might not get back up for a couple of minutes, which is quite unusual really. So it's been that kind of year this year, and again I'm not certain if there hadn't been a virus around as well, because again other good flyers who have struggled this year in getting consistent results, I've had them back to vets, they've not been able to find anything, so it's just been some good individual performances but not many good team performances this year. That's how I found it.